you touched on homophobia as well, and obviously homophobia in football has been a big issue for many years, and still to this day, the only player to come out while still playing in professional leagues in football is Justin Fashanu, who and it didn't go well for him, I mean, to put it mildly, and a very, very sad story. You talk about owning it, and I very much agree that you need to be authentic and you need to own where you are. I think from a distance, the football has changed, and there's more of a culture where people could share that. But you could share you went to the ballet. But do you think if you had been gay, you would have been comfortable to open up in that environment at the time? And do you think it has changed? Because obviously you're closer to it than I
am. At the time, I was very hopeful that any gay players around would come out. I'm very, very happy to stand shoulder to shoulder and say, no, look, it's how you play football. It doesn't change who you are. Equality should be equality, no matter who you are. But at the time, it would have been incredibly hard, certainly from the terraces. And the stands, you'd have been absolutely battered. I don't think it's the case now. I think it'll be fine. I absolutely think it'll be fine. And I'll tell you why. These generations have just they've moved on in many, many ways. There are always going to be homophobic people out there. There are some religions that are quite homophobic. But if you're a gay player and you came out now and you walked in a dressing room, all you would get is hugs. All you would get is everyone behind you. If you're good enough, the game will be so extraordinarily positive towards you. It's not going to be a problem. I'll give the example of, have a look at the women's game. It's not a problem there, is it? And it isn't a problem. So where is the problem going to be? People say football is homophobic. I'm not convinced that the actual footballers would be. You've got the odd one, but they look, I'll give you an example. There are racist footballers playing in England just now. There are racists. Don't see them, do you? Don't hear them, do you? No, you won't. Because culture has moved on and it's unacceptable to be that way. The same will be the same with a gay player. They'll be fine. Within the media, it will also be fine. There will be no overt racist homophobia towards any player who comes out. That'll be fine. There might be subtler stuff but I think it will be overcome. You do not see people writing or talking on television or radio and being racist, and you won't get it anymore. Which leaves two areas, or three areas. Will there be a problem from the stands? Yes, it will. Will it be shouted down the way racism is and be less of a problem than it used to be? Yeah, but it still will be. But that's part of the way culture moves on. And it will be hard for the first person that comes out. But I think the vast majority of fans in the end will be positive. And I'm pretty confident there. The other area, online, yeah, they're going to get bad. They're going to get hammered. But then everyone does. Let's be fair. I get hammered. G.K. Rowling gets hammered. You name it gets hammered, right? You're going to get hammered online. That's the way it is. And it will be some vile stuff. But within it, there will also be an incredible amount of positivity. So that's not the game. That's not the game being homophobic. That's society being homophobic. And let's get this right. That leaves one last group. The very final group that you need to get beyond. And I'm hopeful that group's going to be fine. And that group are managers and owners. Now, managers and owners, will they be affected and not buy a player because he's gay? I am pretty much 100% sure if he's a brilliant player, he's going to be fine. Because they don't care. They want somebody who's going to win them games of football. But the subtlety would come when a player's kind of similar to another player, but that one's gay and that one's straight. Initially, it won't be a problem because the first gay player, big name big gay player that comes out in the UK, I honestly get the feeling they'll get the biggest amount of advertising they've ever seen in your life. They'll hammer it if they want to. They might not want it, and you shouldn't be pushed to be out. So I've thought, as you can tell, I've thought about this long and hard. And there's a whole, as I say, chapter in the book about it, which when I wrote this book 2.5 years ago, finished it a bit, and it's been out for 6 months. And I only had one worry the entire time I waited for the publishing and all that to happen, was that a player would come out before the book came out. Because I was saying very strongly, it's going to be fine. And the reason why I said it is really one big reason. I want, if there's gay, and there are gay players out there, right, them to know that people are saying, we've got you. We're going to stand beside you. I'm not saying it's going to be fine, but don't worry, you're going to have some unbelievable support from a lot of us. And I wanted them to know that. So that was why I wrote this in the book, and that's why I give so much thought to it. So standing behind people who are in difficult situations is normal for me. You know, be it the anti-racism camps, be it whatever campaigns, it doesn't matter. I absolutely believe in equality of opportunity, period.